Hi guys, here we are again. It's just a bit of a follow-on from yesterday. Lots have been happening. Feeling pretty good today. Last few days has been not too bad. I've been doing a little bit more painting this morning in the house, but I had to just hang on a little bit longer until today because I needed some information from the specialists and what have you. Anyway. The story is, as you know, I've been going through this issue with 3 forms of cancers, be it bladder, be it prostate, be it stomach, all that bullshit now for a good part of 2 years. It's been a bit of a struggle, it's been a long road, it's been tough at times. When I say tough, I mean quite depressing and not a nice place to be when you've got all of those things going on at once, plus you've got other things that are happening away from your family, and it makes life even more difficult. But anyway, I've struggled and I've come through that in the end. I'll tell you straight away that as of yesterday evening, I got the all clear on all 3 counts. So my bladder, my stomach, all good. My prostate, all good. But while we're actually on the subject of the prostate, my prostate levels, or PSA levels, at its best were 8. And the range of 1 to 10, I was 8. So it was pretty up there in severity. As of my last blood test and PSA counts, my prostate levels now are at 0.01 out of the 1 to 10 scale. So it's off the scale at the bottom. That's good. It's a good sign. But there's still effects from that. But I have been told that eventually the PSA level is going to come back up and steady itself. So the specialists have said just put it at 2.1 currently as opposed to the 0.01. Put it there, and every 3 months, once I get my prostate PSA levels checked, then it should be in and around there, but no more than 4. I don't intend to let it get to 4. I'm positive that it's going to hang around that sort of 2, maybe 3, in which case that's nothing to really worry about. So taking a lot of pressure off me. It has been a long road and I'm finally there. Thank God for that. Thank you. So where from here? Well, obviously I'm taking one step at a time. So my aim for the end of the tunnel is leaving here and returning back to the Philippines. But having said that, there's still a little bit of a way to go. I've still got, in the middle of March on the 16th, I've got another implant to be put into my hormonal implant to be put into my stomach. The last 3 monthly, and I've got to get a couple more to take with me, etc. So I've got that on the 16th. That's okay. Thereafter, I'm free to do what I want. So I have anticipated in advance what I would like to do. I'd like to get back home by the 30th or the 1st of April. April Fool's Day. That's my plan. But there's still quite a little road to go because, one, I've got the car. I've got to try and sell the car, which I've just started putting it up for grabs now anyway, because obviously that will supplement me and my travels. But having said that, I've also got to have, like everyone else that's leaving and intending to go to the Philippines for a vacation or whatever it might be, they still have to do what is called the PCR test. That's the stick up the nose test. In the Philippines they call it RT-PCR. Why? I don't know. They won't accept antigen tests, which we know all about now, which is what they're starting to use. And some countries are accepting it, such as the USA and so on. But the Philippines have put the foot down and said, no, we want a clear PCR test done within 48 hours of departure. What that means is, if it's 48 hours and less, it's acceptable. But 49 hours is not acceptable. They won't accept it. So it has to be done within, that's the operative word, within, not out, but within the 48 hours of departure, wherever you're departing from. The only problem with that is, if you do happen to fail that one, then obviously you've lost your flight and you've lost everything else. You have to start all over again. 14 days, observation and all that sort of bullshit at home, and then you start the process all over again. So 48 hours doesn't really leave you a lot of room to be able to get yourself organized, because let's say it's positive, it's negative. Let's say you get a negative result, which is what I wish everybody would get. Within that 48 hours, you've still got to now upload your certificate with your both vaccinations, the type of whatever it was, bloody Pfizer, whatever. You've got to upload a copy of that, and you've got to upload a copy of your QR code that you will be issued to say that you had a negative PCR test. And that's all got to be done on what they call the onehealthpass.com.ph. It's a Philippines requirement. And it asks you for various other information. You fill it out, and once that's submitted online, you get an email back more or less immediately saying success, and you have to carry that with you at all times. So screenshot it in your phone, photocopy it, keep it in your folder along with your other passes and your Vex passes and all the other bits of stuff and your flight tickets. Keep it in there, keep it all handy, because we all know that phones can die, batteries can die, something can go wrong with a phone. So it's always good to make sure you've got a hard copy of everything: flight tickets, exit tickets, vaccination cards, the whole thing, hard copy, and keep them close to you, because you will be asked many times for that documentation. You will be asked at the airport of departure for all this stuff, plus you have to have an insurance. Wow, never had that enforced before, but now the Philippines are saying that you must have an insurance up to the value of, medical insurances is up to the value of or more than 35,000 American dollars. God help us. Whoever writes these rules is just unbelievable. Anyway, that's that. The second requirement on that documentation is that it must state that you are covered for COVID-19. Right, I've done my bits here, and I've been checking all over New Zealand and various places for an insurance cover. I can get cover, but New Zealand will not issue cover for COVID-19. It's classed as a pandemic. So that, for one, is not going to be on the documentation. And secondly, they don't do it up to a valuation of 35 or more. The one I can get hold of is unlimited. So logically thinking, unlimited really means it's more than $35,000, correct? If it's unlimited. But the Philippines won't accept that. Trust me guys, I've lived there. I know what they're like. They just, sometimes I feel that they're just totally brain dead, and the logic just doesn't exist there. You have to breed it into them, I think, some logic. So there's the issues. The only person, or the only company that I found that would give me insurance to state COVID-19 and over 35,000 US dollars, believe it or not, was the airline. Air New Zealand. And they want to charge you anywhere between $750 and $800 for 1 month's insurance. You know what I said to that, eh? You can stick it where the sun doesn't shine. That's criminal. It's wrong. Where other insurance companies over here will give you unlimited coverage for all sorts of medical. It doesn't matter. They class COVID-19 as a medical issue. They will give you unlimited, over $1 million worth of medical cover. Repatriation back to your country if you die, whichever you choose, be it New Zealand, be it UK, be it wherever you want to go, be it dumped in the ocean, you're covered, unlimited. But no, New Zealand want to stuff you, and the Philippines have got it wrong. I would have thought any medical insurance would be okay. Now what happens when you get there with this medical? Okay, you get through, let's say you stay there because most countries are entitled to a 30-day visa-free trip. At the end or prior to the end of that, then you must apply for a further extension. If you get an extension for a further 30 days and you've only got insurance for that initial 30 days, that's okay. How does that one work out? You've got to have insurance to come in, but after 30 days you don't have to have insurance? Put me on the board over there. I'll fix this one out straight away. My God, there's no logic in it whatsoever. They will extend you for 1 month, 2 months or 6 months without showing any insurance. Yep, you know what I'm thinking. So anyway, these are things that I have to put up with and I've got to deal with in my way. And no, I'm not vexed. Okay, I'm not vexed. So therein lies the big problem at the moment. Can't you tell I'm unvexed? Look at the length of this hair. You go to a hairdresser's in town, you got your vexed card? No, I ain't got my vexed card. I'm not vexed. Oh, piss off then, you're not getting a fucking haircut. Okay, that's fine. I'll just revert back to my caveman days. Who cares? I don't care what I look like up here. He's the one that's losing the business, not me. I'm giving him business and he's throwing it away. This is what has been created in the world today. It's just unbelievable. We won't get into politics. I'm not going to get into Russia, what's happening there, and I'm not going to get into the Bidens. Yeah, I just want to focus on me and getting home. Anyway, one word of advice from me: don't get involved in political arguments or debates or TV, the mainstream media, all the bullshit that they only show you what they want to show you for obviously their own needs. So anyway, with all that in mind, I'm looking forward to the next step and then just progressing through it. But I do need to sell my car because this has been one hell of an expensive exercise over here for me. Bit unhealthy exercise too, but I'm feeling good. Yeah, I'm feeling good. My energy levels are coming back, and I'm not getting overly excited about getting home. I'm keen to get home, but I'm not getting overly excited because I've got to overcome this PCR test. And you're wondering, he's unvexed. How is he going to get in? In the Philippines, there is one place, one airport that is allowing unvexed passengers to enter the Philippines, and they undergo a bit of quarantine. Whoopie-doo. You're in a hotel for a few days. And that place is Cebu. Not Manila, not Davao, Cebu. So Governor Gwen there is putting her hands out and accepting unvexed people in. With a clear PCR at the beginning, obviously, PCR test on arrival, and then you just go on observation for, I think, 5 days in a hotel. It's like a vacation. A lot cheaper than going through all the other bloody bullshit and maybe just throwing your life into their hands. I don't know. There's a lot of assumptions going on out there. A lot of things you'd like to believe, but there's a lot of things I don't really believe. But anyway, my body, my choice. So that's where we are. And that's it. So as of now, today being Saturday, it's a beautiful day outside today. I'm going to go and continue my little health exercise and go for another little walk. I'm not going to video this one. I'm just going to go for a walk, do about 3 to 4 kilometers walk. Just slowly get my body back into exercise. Did a little bit of weights this morning. Nowhere near what I used to push, but anyway, I know I will come right. So that's it for now, guys. The weekend's upon us. Take care as always. Thanks for looking in, and hey, stay safe and be careful. It's not the end. Now they're starting to lift this COVID, but it's not the end. There's a lot of other stuff that are waiting for us. Remember, New World Order. It's not going to end. It's there. So relax, enjoy what freedom you do have, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.